somebody who actually jumped over and attacked a judge.
Yeah, I saw that video all over the internet. It was in Las Vegas, Nevada, Clark County. It was a female judge. The defendant was there on a violation of probation, and he obviously didn't like the sentence that he felt like the judge was about to hand down, because she really hadn't pronounced his sentence yet, though she did indicate he was going to be likely going to prison, but he didn't even want to hear it. He went ahead and he rushed the bench, jumped over the rail, and battered the judge really bad. She had minor injuries, but it looked really rough on camera. And he also assaulted the court deputy and the clerk there too.
So I from what I took from it, it was an extra 18 to 24 months for simply doing that act. What are the charges that come with that act?
So that's not really what she did. Is he had to come back in front of her and have that sentencing completed, right? Because she never completed the sentence, and she was very clear that she was going to hand out the same sentence that she was going to hand out before he misbehaved in court and battered her. She was very particular about that. She didn't want to say that action impacted her sentence in any kind of way or her ruling in any way, which I thought was very fair and very stand up on her part, because he's got additional charges that he's going to be facing for what he did in the courtroom that day. And that's actually going to be in front of a different judge. And my guess is it'll be much more than 15 or 18 months that he got for his violation of probation.
So those were the original charges or sentencing that he was facing for that first crime, not
Correct.
Attacking her.
Correct. Yeah, it doesn't include the attack. He's going to be sentenced later on that. I don't think it's going to be much of a question of his guilt or innocence. It's just going to be a matter of how much time he's going to get. And it would likely be, if it was in a Florida state court, I can assure you there's no judge in the First Judicial Circuit that would give him anything but consecutive time to what he's going to be serving on his violation of probation.
How much time do you think we're looking at, and what kind of charge is that?
So I'm not sure exactly how they're going to charge it in the state of Nevada. In the state of Florida, it would be aggravated battery, probably aggravated battery on a public official. It'll probably be also battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest with violence, and probably, and I don't know, the video kind of cut off, so I didn't see what happened after. There may be several charges of resisting with violence, several counts of battery on a law enforcement officer, and obviously the aggravated battery on the public official, which would be the judge. So, I was talking about it with my wife earlier this week, and I felt like if I was the judge, what I think an appropriate sentence would be 10 years consecutive to what he was serving on the violation of probation. And the reason why is because, he's got a long history of violence. And what he did was an egregious act, and what they're trying to do is protect the community at that point. And it was bad. It was awful. It was tough to watch. That judge is very fortunate she wasn't hurt worse than she was. I can tell you around our courthouse, I've seen increased awareness and increased presence of the bailiffs or court security, which is run by the Escambia County Sheriff's Office, because they also had seen that video, and you got to be on your P's and Q's because it can happen quick. And, hopefully, you don't want to see anything like that happen. We're in those courtrooms every day, and there's obviously people in there that are facing very serious crimes. There's people that are facing a lot of time. There's people there that are going through things in their personal life that make them feel like that there's, they're mad at people or mad at the world. And, there's certainly bad things like that can happen.